We welcome you back inside the Finley Rec Center. We just saw Masterman take care of Alden Reed in what was a close 4 quarters. Had the great Brian on the call from Temple University. We were joined by our player of the game, Gary Bryant. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So just going through those last couple minutes, you guys kept it close, and then they almost came back at the end, but you guys wound up on top, finishing it off. What was that mindset as that fourth quarter dragged on, just trying to come up with the W?
So we only had 5 players. I feel like at the end of the game, we were a little tired. Tried to slow down the pace a little bit to make sure we still had control of the game. And we fed the high hand and finished it off.
Good way of putting it. Yeah, definitely led in scoring. It was definitely good at attacking the basket. I feel like just as a general mantra for a lot of your guys, just trying to bully your way into the paint and get those easy 2 buckets. Is that something you guys talk over a lot?
Yes.
Just trying to attack the basket?
Yes, for sure. We rather attack the basket, draw fouls, and if somebody's hot shooting, we'll feed them. But for the most part, our mantra is get to the basket, get fouled, finish. So
I feel like with the running clock, I feel like that would definitely kind of change your game plan a bit, definitely. Like, you can't just, like, try to draw those fouls, go to the free throw line, stop the clock, go that way.
Right.
So how much of that is really, like, in your, like, game plan, or just trying to really scheme your way to get these wins in this league specifically?
Yeah, so the running clock does hurt you a little bit with going to the line. Like, you lose a lot of time. I mean, the basic mantra is to get to the basket, finish. Get to the basket, finish. If we can do that, if we get fouled, make free throws. Make sure we make free throws and take advantage of that time, because it's not like you get an advantage by going to the free throw line, because obviously the clock's still running. So yeah, just get to the bucket and finish.
All right, so now you guys have a 1-on-1 record, your second game on the season, still in the early goings, but this is the first time you guys are in this league. So based off of first impressions, how are you feeling with it? You guys feel confident you guys could, like, turn some heads, make a run, make sure everyone knows that you're here, feel that welcoming sense and all that? Yeah,
definitely. I feel like we're definitely underdogs in the league. We have a couple more players, so I feel like this is a very good game for us because we only have 5 players. We were still able to control the pace and get the W. But I feel like once we have our full team and we're able to really get things moving, I feel like we can definitely turn some heads and get a good run moving.
Now, there's definitely, I feel like, more added motivation when you are shorthanded in terms of having that short bench.
Absolutely.
We saw a lot of teams this year play even 4-on-5 for halves, 5-on-5 no bench. And I'm sure that adds, like, a lot more, I wouldn't even say pressure, but it makes you feel like more responsibility, just trying to really take over games, especially towards the end of them when you feel like you just have that last capacity of energy.
Yep.
So I've honestly never played with such short hands. So how do you really, like, maintain that stamina, manage how much energy you put in each play? Really, what's, like, your mindset on terms of that regard?
So before the game, we really sat and, like, tried to map out rest times, like with equal times of rest during the game, and when we were able to use our 2 timeouts, like, we made sure we got rest, got water, and we made sure that we didn't play too fast during the game so that we could control the pace and not get too tired.
Short time and knowing clock management, really huge in this league for sure. And
absolutely.
Really starting to see it as these season lines on and on with these short-handed teams or teams with these short benches, really just trying to manage that going.
Right.
Yeah, so appreciate it. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
And we're getting ready to watch West Philly and Girard College. That was Gary Bryant, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Excited to see you guys the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one. That was Gary Bryant. His team got his first win of the season. Going to take a little bit. There's 5 minutes on the clock, so we'll run it down, and hopefully we'll be ready for West Philly taking on Girard College in our second game this evening. We're going to take a quick break, be right back, and be ready for game time. See you here soon on SFBN. Alumni Rec Center, getting ready for game number 2 on this Thursday evening. It's going to be Girard College from West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia had a crazy game. The hero in it, Washington, hit that crazy buzzer beater, falling to the floor at the end of it. As they were able to take down the reigning Eastern Conference and we're underway with Girard College. Their season opener last year, however, they had a 4-3 record, and when they fell to the peril this year, won the league this year, and they eliminated the first round, and first place in and good by Nasser Eggleton, and we are underway. Good shot, pop, and that's good. In with the 3, and they are underway, scoring both sides. As you see on the scoreboard, however, had a little bit of a late start, so a handicap for College, and a start with a little 7-game boost as number 3 in and good. Andre Rivers getting the job done. Pulled over from last year. No John Johnson, however, but so they missed this go around as we saw a call on the floor. He chopped his foot a little bit. We have a short-handed West Philly team this time around, 4v5, and that's the quickest first quarter you'll see in the history of your life watching basketball, as that'll do it after a quick 3 seconds, it feels like, as it's 11-3, and even though we're just going to start, we're just going to switch it to the second quarter and keep on rolling. 8:59 on the board, a fresh 9 minutes. And for those watching at home, second quarter now, not the first. After that quick first quarter, and we're going to be ready to go shortly as the refs just have one last quick little chit-chat, and we'll be ready to get going sooner rather than later. While we have the time, I want to take you a quick preview through our last one, Masterman against Alumni. There were 2 new additions to the Alumni League this year. We want to thank our reporter our play-by-play announcer for that game, coming all the way from Temple University, Brian Mermelstein. Had to call a game for a class there at Temple. Did a fantastic job. Sure, he's getting an A+ on that one. It was a pleasure watching him go. And looks like we're about ready to go. Girard College starting with the possession. We got the K&K crew here today. Kiana and Kevin on the call on the producing side and camera. And we are here ready to go. We got step back 3 up with the shot, hitting the front of the rim won't count, but they get their own rebounds. And we see a travel call that will be called on David Edware Jr. And he'll get marked with a turnover, and West Philly will bring this one up the court, and just trying to throw those dribble moves. Quick pass, and we'll reset on offense. Nice. The feed, the drive, looking for another pass, gets it up, and they'll call it off with the travel. 11-3, quick with the scoring. Here is Girard College, assisted by a lack of West Philly players to start up. As the second quarter rolls on, here we go with Omar Ford Bay, as that shot's knocked down there. 4 on the board for Nasser Eggleston, quick leading scorer in this one. And here's West Philadelphia. In the hole, quick 3s, turning away, gets it done. Way downtown, Caliph Washington, you know, we could fire him up from deep 3. He's on that All-Alumni League top 25 team, definitely proved that last time out. And maybe even an early MVP candidate. Quick shot, left hand, that's good. No Kelly from your sighting so far this year from Lincoln. The MVP race wide open. Right hand shot won't count. Andre Rivers grabbing the board. Nice Hail Mary bounce pass feed, ending with 2 points. And Nasser Eggleton is rolling 3 for 3 from the field and 6 points on the scoreboard. Here's the pass on the block, left hand, scoop shot, that's good. And here we go with Ford Bay. Bouncing, nice passing, going the other way. Washington breaking it up right there, and a foul called right around midcourt. And we'll be passing this one out right in front of our camera crew right here. And we keep on going. Caliph Washington, the fancy moves and the foul called. was a fun talk to was obviously the player of the game last one out. Just had to break down that final shot for us. Had plenty to say. Loved doing his player interviews here this season at the Alumni League. Getting more of a perspective of how it is on the court. Always love to see that. So this week, just a quick triple header today. Then we're going to see you next week on Thursday. Weekend off from the Finley Rec Center here for the SFBN. 8-17. West Philly was in that hole. Might be more difficult for them to avoid that blowout, as that they were in a disadvantage at the start, but they're still hanging on, especially with no bench. And the man-man power play there for Girard College, as it's going to be for the rest of the time. As the shot goes in for Philly Washington, 1 for 2 at the line. Quick shot the other way, won't count. Washington's 4. And look at that, another feed, make that 6 with the opportunity for 7. Looking to take over here, trying to look for a statement win after that signature shot last time out. And he's there for the and 1, looking to convert from the line. Running around like he owns the place. Next shot up, he could count on that one. West Philly, all of a sudden, just a 5-point game, back to square one. Quick shot over the defense, won't count. Rebounded, taken in by West Philly. And they're trying to gather this momentum. Antoine Poster, dribble move, blocked away. Talked to Antoine Poster in the first game there for West Philly. Able to be that player coach for them. We saw him talking a lot on these sidelines. Definitely the heart and soul of this team is that he's knocked down the other way. 7 on the board for Washington. Omar Ford Bay dishing it around. Wild pass inside the paint, right where he wants it. Block shot. And here comes West Philadelphia. Driving, shooting, foul called again. And he's a regular visitor to the free throw line, a frequent flyer, if you will. And he'll be getting ready to go to the free throw line. Two free throws coming up once more. Shot goes in. Big man dominating today. In the early goings, about to hit halftime, about 3:39 to go in the first half. And 2 for 2, can't get it done nicely. He has 9. Subs in for Girard College. Here's Omar Ford Bay, left hand, gets it done. Through the tall trees, able to chop him down and put in the 2 points. Antoine, pass inside, left hand, no doubt about it. Automatic, looking like Kareem with the sky hook. We call him automatic, and the timeout's called on the other end. Started in the hole, and now it's just a 2-point game. West Philly, the most scariest expansion team alive in the Alumni League, showing it again as the timeout's called on the floor. 2:53 to go. Going to take a quick break then. Be right back in a moment's notice. See you soon here on SFBN. Back and ready for action here. 2:53 to go in the first half. Tied game, 19-19. Ford Bay with the ball. It looked like it was going to be a Girard College win. At least that's what it looked like on paper as we started out. 3 quarters down by 5. West Philly dangerous as always though, putting up that fight. Never going to doubt them if they come out on top here. Thinking about the 3, driving inside, right hand, floater alert. That's good. In with the 2. Good job, Mazur Eggleton, leading scorer by a mile here for Girard College. And that's going to be, looks like it could have been a turnover as it pops up in the air, but it's going to stay right here, even though I don't think so, and the mistake is corrected. Initially pointed one way, pointed the other, and it's going to be Girard College ball. Driving up the court. And it looks like a potential technical coming your way. No technical call, just going to be a whistle blown and a throw in right here, and 2 minutes are on the board just like that. Forward Bay over to his left. Nice break up there by the big man, and he'll bring this one up himself. Driving, shooting, no call, no basket, but a call on the floor. And he's been phenomenal attacking the basket today. As we just talked about before with Gary over from Masterman, free throw line opportunities might be not as highly rated as they would be in a regular game, but if you can make them, why not take them? As he proves it right there as he makes the first one. Already in double figures at halftime. Make it 13 points as he splashes down the second one. About to wind down the final minute in this first half. Dish inside, right hand layup. That's good. Andre Rivers gets it done once again. And he has 4, and a minute's about to wind down on this first half. Antoine Postum. Spin, move, drive inside. Fancy shot, gets it in. Like that little underhand lay, seeing if he'll count on the floor. 23-23 reads the scoreboard, so mark that one down. Fantastic first half, both sides really getting it done, more so West Philly is. They were down early if you're just tuning in. Shot, right wing, won't count. Rebound taken in by Antoine, and he'll pass it over to the guard. Washington. Turn around, Jay, won't count. Looking for the rebound, they get it. And Girard College with around a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Fancy schmancy Euro move, gets it done inside. And Omar Ford Bay looking to heat up down low. Finding his way to the basket, easily done. Step right through, says the defense, or at least that's what it looked like. And that was Malik Larandon getting the job done. First 2 of the game. Travel violation. Alumni League basketball here on SFBN, ready for this Thursday night. Coming up next, we have the Alumni League Game of the Week. Going to be the New Jersey Raptors taking on the Delaware Sharks. And we're going to wind down these last 10 seconds in style. Here's Caliph Washington. Mr. Buzzer Beater himself, you could call him, as that is blocked away. And we're going to stick it right here, 1.6 on the clock. Enough time to find a good spot and come up with a quick shot. One more time, looking for an open man. Little quick pass, quick shot, and see what the call is here. And that will be a foul call. Going to be 2 free throws till halftime in a tied game. Looking like West Philly could take the lead after all of that. Reminder, we're down in a 5-0 hole. Just trying to start that right after the start of this one, and they are finding a way. Indeed, they are. Going to be 26-25. Looking to make it 27-25. Then we'll be heading into halftime in style. 1 for 2, not too bad. Gets the 1 to go, and it's a 1-point lead for West Philly. Very fantastic game. Caliph Washington and the big man you just saw there combining for most of their points, and we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. Second half action, full second half, I'd like to add. Coming up next for you on SFBN. Stay right here. We'll be right back. And it's a 26-25 game. West Philly on top. We had a 30-second first quarter, full second quarter. We're down in a 5-0 hole, and they're up by 1. Scariest team in the Alumni League right now. I'd even say the hottest. Back at it again. Back and forth play into the paint. Looking for the feed down low, but it'll stay right here. We'll look for the opportunity. The backwards pass, finding the open man on the corner. Inside layup won't count, and call on the floor says it'll stay right here, it appears to be. Indeed it is. Corner, pass, drive inside. Won't go there, but he gets it done down low. Andre Rivers opening up the second half with 2 points on the board, giving his team the 1-point advantage. Turnaround moves and keeps his dribble somehow. Looked like he lost it for a second there. Big man count it, and he's been dominant. Barbecue chicken alert there for the big man down low. Gets it done in the paint, and another 2 points coming his way. Passing all around. Andre Rivers, beat the hot hand, gets it done right in the mid-range. He has 8. Alex Washington. Mid-range, left wing, jump shot, won't count, fighting for the rebound, loses it to Girard Bay. And here's Girard College, quick feed, and what a block inside, see if it was in time. Looks like it was, but a foul called, and we got a player slow to get up. Looks like Andre Rivers, indeed it is. See if he'll stay in this one. It looks like he'll try to walk it off, and he'll walk right over to the free throw line. 2 shots coming your way. Can't get that first one to go in. Needs standing where it is right now. Remind you, we have one more game coming in after this one. Delaware Sharks against New Jersey Raptors. It'll be a fun one. 2 expansion teams looking for their first win. The Delaware Sharks looking for their first win. Raptors trying to get above 500. Antoine, step back, jump shot, mid-ranger, no good. And the rebound is taken in here by David Ware Jr. with a quick feed. Driving through the paint, left hand layup won't count. Rebound by Washington. Fast break. Here we go, West Philly. And they'll wrap him up with a foul. Malik Florendon trying to work his way to the free throw line. Gets that done. Now just has to hit the shots. Foul off ball, rather. Antoine dishing it in. Poking it out, keeping it though. Washington now driving, nice fake out with the pass, gets a shot up and puts it in. Philip Washington getting the job done here today, throwing it over to Andre Rivers, gonna hit his foot and roll out of bounds. West Philly gonna set up shot. And Andre Rivers gonna just full send, sprint it to the basket as that ball rolled on the ground, able to pick it up and throw it in for the easy 2. Love to see the athleticism and effort here on that play. Man, ran for his life through the paint, floater alert, gets it done. Alex Washington, 2 more on the board. And it's 32-30, West Philly on top. Rivers, he's been hot in the second half. Wild pass, and that's gonna be a backcourt violation. West Philly, your turn. Halfway home here in the third quarter. Holding it. about 10 seconds left on that shot clock. Right through the tall trees, and that'll be a blocking foul. I mean tall trees, I mean tall trees. This Girard College team has some size to them. Like some redwoods out there as the pass in, right around the top of the key. Antoine thinking about the shot. Second thought, drive in, turn around Jay, no good. Rebounded in by Girard College. And down in the 2-point hole. Making a tied game, David Ware Jr. getting it done down low. 2 on the board for Ware, and we're knotted up at 32 a pop. The drive, looking for the shot, and he'll get a hand on him. Game plan clear here for the miniature guard from West Philly. Draw the foul, get to the line. Now just trying to get him in the bonus before they get those opportunities. A couple more fouls to go. And just trying to have some communication with the scorer's table. And free throws coming up. Looks like it was a 3-second violation on second thought. And one shot's good, and they'll get this ball right back. Washington. Looking for the open man, gonna drive it in instead. Double team, no problem, right hand, foul called. Good job drawing that one. Attacking the basket is specialty. Washington at the line. Would be back-to-back statement wins if they first knocked down the defending conference champions, when had 3 quarters basically down in a 5-point hole to wind up on top. Would be a perfect ending for this game and this week, honestly, after playing last Saturday and then now today. We see some Sharks entering the building, getting ready for our next one between Delaware Sharks and New Jersey Raptors. And he'll get the job done, meeting that quota at the line, all shots falling through. Ware with the feed, Ford Bay, back and forth play, drives through the paint, nice dish. And they're taking turns, and the roll around's good, inside for 2. And that was Amir Whiting there with the deuce on the board. 35-34, seesaw affair. Washington gonna be stripped away by Ware Jr. Good job on defense, and Girard College looking for numbers, can't find him. Through the paint, nice feed. David Ware Jr. gets it done. Setup man gets the job done, and we're gonna have one more free throw line for one more free throw shot for David Ware Jr. Looking to complete the and 1. He has 4 looking, he has 6 looking for 7 after the 3-point play. And that shot falls right through, nothing but net. And he has 7. Here's Washington. And it looks like we're going the other way. A call on the floor, and it looks like we're going to end out this third quarter after one quick Girard College possession. The feed, the shot, that's a 3 counted in, that's good. Omar Ford Bay stretching the floor, and he has 7, and that'll put it close to this quarter. Girard College looking to roar back a bit, up by 5, 40-35 your score. Going to put another 9 minutes on the clock, and we'll be getting ready for the fourth quarter. We'll be back just in a quick minute right here on SFBN. See you soon. We are back, and it's a 42-35 game after a scoreboard correction. We see Antoine Poston getting ready to throw this one in. Little high five and ready to go. 9 minutes on the board. Here's Washington. Ellis Washington, the point guard for general here for West Philadelphia. And that'll be a pass broken up, at least attempted to be broken up. And a whistle and a foul. And we'll make the long track over to the other side of the court. West Philly keeping this one. Antoine. Step back pass inside. And he's smothered in the paint, and that's a steal. David Ware Jr., they got numbers, 3v2, left hand, count it. David Ware Jr. on the fast break gets it done down low. Add another 2 for his total, and Girard College trying to break away. We have a quick start in the quarter. Gonna take a quick break with the timeout and be right back soon here for you. As it was a black timeout, and we'll be right back soon. Gonna be back shortly. We are back in a 9-point game. Girard College up on top. Rivers with a feed inside, and the clock keeps on rolling. Good second half here for Girard College. A quick 3 from the corner, bouncing all around, can't find the bottom of the net. And here we go with West Philly. The quick drive and a one-hand slam, almost on the free throw line that was. Looked like he was flying there. West Philly trying to fly high on top, trying to get back in this game, looking to motivate their guys to get back in this one. And on Andre Rivers' fadeaway shot, and that'll be a foul called. Working his way to the free throw line, ready to shoot 2. Wish we had a replay. What a dunk that was. Had some airtime on that one. Ready for liftoff always, and at the line right now is Andre Rivers. First shot can't go in, but more profile of Andre Rivers. Knows how to handle that ball, but could play more of that forward spot. We've seen him in games where they haven't had any many guards play that primary point guard role. Have some guards here today, so he's playing more on the wing. And here we go. Here is Malik Latham. Quick splitting the defense, putting up the shot, and there'll be whistles. And looks like we got a quick clock error once again, as that possession won't count. And we'll try it again. And here we are back again, ready to go. And that will be a timeout called. Timeout or a technical question of the day. And we see technical after the ref teed him up. And at the line here is Caliph Washington. First shot, you could count that one. Trying to claw their way back in. Shot with the pressure won't go. And here we go, Andre Ware Jr. with the drive. Nice pass to be deflected there by, that looked like it was Antoine, and that will fall out of bounds. Going to try again. Ware Jr. with the feed inside. Around the horn with the quick three, won't go. Looking for the rebound. Was in a shot motion, definitely, and enough to get the ref to blow that whistle, and foul shots coming your way. Another player coming from season 9 back for season 10, David Ware Jr., 2 shots. Here we go. Getting the friendly bounce, gets the free throw in. Sub-city here at Girard College, and they'll get Omar Ford Bay back into this one. One for two, 50% on the mark there on those 2 attempts. And Hill has a solid 11 here. Shot off the rim, won't count. One more time, can't go. Big man, foul called. Tried to get the and one, but bounces out at the wrong time, and they'll try to expand this, trying to get this lead back to their favor, down by 8, trying to make them down by 6 maybe. No friendly roll to be found as that first shot's off the mark. Subs coming in here for Girard College. Incoming Amir Whiting. And out goes Master Ogleton. And Girard College maybe trying to waste some time here at this portion of this game. Rivers with the ball. Looking for the open man. There's Ford Bay. His 2-pointer cashes it in. Omar Ford Bay. He has 9. Stretching the floor there with a 3-point attempt. Unable to find it. And rebound goes Girard College's way. Like a freight train, he just ran over Caliph Washington. And West Philly got a chance there to call the charge foul on Omar Ford Bay. And here we go with West Philadelphia. Caliph Washington. Razzle dazzle, looking for the opening through the defense, looking baseline, shot up, foul called. Stop looking for an opening where he could put off that shot at the very least, and he'll find his way to the free throw line. 2 shots coming up. And we'll stop the clock from this point forward. As our holy commissioner, Barry Cheatham, just said, we got the Raptors and the Raptors New Jersey and the Delaware Sharks coming up for you soon. Should be right after these 2 minutes and 40 seconds roll down. And that first shot's in. Might be trying to look for some more late game heroics here for Mr. Washington. Play of the year so far was that shot from last Saturday. That crazy 3 from the corner with some zeros on the clock. And here we go to try to keep this one rolling. Chit chat. Lee enters on leaves the chat, and we're gonna keep on rolling. And looks like some talk here between a player and a referee. Show goes on. Here's David Ware Jr. Nice behind the back move, getting the defender off him for a split second. And Ford Bay takes over, and he'll blow a whistle. Foul called. It was on Malik Lorendon there with drawing that foul. And here is Rivers. Trying to hold on that dribble, stripped away, and a 1v1 fast break. Right hand, easy does it, says Caliph Washington, and he puts it in. 6-point game just like that, and Les Philly trying to hold on. Feed Rivers. Nice job fighting Omar Ford Bay. Euro step move, can't get it. Rivers there with the putback, gets it done. 100 seconds to go. Big man keeping it. Mismatch right there and one. Took him down, talking to him, ready for the 3-point play opportunity. Gonna be a 5-point game, assuming this one falls through. Find it very interesting how these 4v5 games always wind up going down to the wire. Case here again, and he's perfect on the line. Passing it up, Ware over to Ford Bay. And there's David Ware Jr. on an island, can't get it to go in, and Washington with the rebound. Oh, lead his offense to the other side. The pass, looking in the paint, gets it done for two. It's been his show and his game, and their team's just down by 3, looking for the comeback claim. And it's a timeout for Girard College with the quick surge from West Philly, just trying to stop the bleeding. So one possession game just like that, 1 minute to go. 50-47. Take a quick break, then end this one out in style. We'll be right back for you on ES after the end. Stay tuned. One more scoreboard correction. It's out 48-50. Raising the stakes here for Girard College. Now just a 2-point game. Able to relinquish that lead with just one quick shot. All eyes on Caliph Washington. I'm sure as a quick poke away, we'll stay right here. He would have been all alone on that side of the court if he was able to hold on to it, but blown opportunity and College keeps it. Ford Bay over to Ware. Rivers, quick pass, nice look, and a nice finish. Andre Rivers with a quick feed, and it's a 4-point game now. Washington, Mr. Clutch, gets it done again! Caliph Washington can't stop him as the game winds down. It's just a 1-point game. Quick pass. Here's Omar Ford Bay looking for the mismatch. 36 to go. On the wing, the quick drive, looking for an open shot. Whistle blown. Let's see what the foul is. 51-52. Keep shattering pins and needles on both sides, and it will be shots coming up for Omar Ford Bay after the foul was called. Well within reach on both ends. And these two shots will be decisive on who could wind up on top. We got a wet court situation as the towel comes onto the court. Here's a referee. And he's going to use his foot. Interesting strategy there, trying to wipe down this court. Winding down the clock. See just this tight action here. I'm just sensing the moment with that court cleanup, and foul shots coming up soon. See Washington talking with our head referee. And it looks like we're ready to go. 32 ticks, Omar Ford Bay. 2 shots coming up. And they're big ones. 2 of them would make this a 2-possession game. And first one misses. West Philly's going to have one chance to tie this one up after the second shot goes up. And it's a 3-point game. One possession just like that. Washington. Razzle dazzle fadeaway 3. Won't count. Could have found a better look there. And Girard College has a chance to make this a 2-possession game. A nice pass, a nice look. Gets it done down low. And a turnaround look. Step to the side, quick shot, and that won't count. 9.5 to go. Had that crazy shot to finish it up last time out. And 2 quick shots for not here for Calif Washington, and he'll force the intentional foul. Can't be too mad if we were Calif Washington. 4 on 5 is at a disadvantage the whole time out. Had that mismatch at the start, down in a 5-point hole, and still wound up being a close game. Nothing but credit for those black jerseys. The most impressive expansion team I've seen so far with my 2 eyes in this league this season. As that first shot's good by Ford Bay. We'll be hearing from David Ware Jr. at the start of the next one here on SFBN, as he'll be getting us ready for the Sharks and the Raptors coming up in 5 seconds time. Left hand layup won't go in. 1 second look. 2-hand dunk is good. And that'll wrap this one up. Shaking hands, and that'll do it. Girard College finding a way to stay on top, getting the win. And they're going to be advancing to 2-1. First loss on the year for the Men in Black. And we'll be getting ready for game number 3, our final game of the day. The Delaware Sharks and the New Jersey Raptors. We'll be right back shortly here on SFBN. We'll stay right. We'll see you soon. And we'll take this quick break. Be right back.